Morning, I'm going to do a presentation about the romanticism era, about painting and sculpture. And I'm going to show you now the paintings. Here we can see Death of Alcestis by Angelica Kaufmann. She was a typical neoclassicist painter, but this was the first romanticist painting that she did. And that's why it's about mythology. In this painting, we can see Alcestis dying. Alcestis was a princess of the Greek mythology. Here is the Abbey in the Old Wood, which translates into Abadian Rodedam. It's by Caspar David Friedrich, and it shows monks passing the gate, and that symbolizes the transition to the eternal life after death. Here is Mountain Landscape with Rainbow by Friedrich. We can see the mountains, and here a person watching the rainbow. It symbolizes the opposites of day and night, and there's a union, that's the rainbow, and rainbow is the symbol of God, because in Christianity the rainbow symbolizes God's grace. Here we can see Ossian receiving the ghost of the fallen French heroes by Louis Girodet. Ossian was the narrator of epic poems. These poems were published by a Scottish author called James Macpherson. And Ossian was a character based on Irish mythology. And the painter represented a scene from the poems. And this painter usually did portraits of the family of Napoleon. And here we can see Hortense de Beaublanche. I don't know how it's spelled. And she was the stepdaughter of Napoleon. And here we can see Shipwreck on the Coast of Norway by Johann Christian Dahl. And these represent the force of nature. That was one of the characteristics of the Romanticism era. Johann Christian Dahl painted this painting because he lived many years in Norway. Here we can see the Bookworm by a German painter called Karl Spitzweger. He painted several variations of this painting, and it shows the interest in the past, which also is a characteristic of Romanticism. Here we can see Wanderer Above the Sea of Fog. You have it on the book by Friedrich. It shows no face, and this means that the person doesn't have importance, because the importance resides in the nature. And this is Death of Sardanapalus by Eugène Delacroix. And Sardanapalus was an ancient king of Asia, and this painting was inspired by a play by Lord Byron, which was a poet of the Romanticism. And this painting inspired Frank Liszt's unfinished opera. And this is Liberty Leading the People by Eugène Delacroix. And it shows a mixture of social classes but they are all led by the goddess Liberty. There's a person dying near the goddess, and this means it's worth dying for liberty. This painting is Morning by Philip Osorun. The woman in the middle represents the goddess Aurora. And this painter was inspired by the purity of children. And that's why they are the main characters on the painting. The children represent the baby represents the new life, the new day, and the other children welcome the baby. Here is Revolt of Cairo by Andrés Girodet, and this was a battle of Napoleon. Here is a view from Stalin by Johann Christian Dahl. This painting became a national icon from Norway. The rainbow represents, as I said before, God and also peace. And the painting shows the glory of the mountains. And here is the Ring Tower of Heidelberg Castle by Karl Blechen. This is a famous ruin in Germany because it was a castle. Here we can see the mineral collector in the grotto by Karl Spitzweger. And this painting is from the Wiedermeier movement that focused on simplicity. The Wiedermeier movement was a movement in Germany from the romanticism. Here we can see Moonrise by the Sea by Friedrich. This is an example of a romantic seascape. And I'm going to show you now some sculptures. This is called The Sleeping Children by Francis Chandler. It shows the two daughters of Ellen Jane Robinson asleep on each other's arms. This is Hercules Sitting on a Wood by Anton Louis Barbier. Here we can see Perseus with the head of Medusa by Antonio Canova. He was a painter from Italy. And this sculpture is a depiction of Benvenuto Cellini's sculpture from the many centuries ago. And here we can see a statue of Federica with her sister Louise by Johann Gottfried Shallow. Federica was a princess from Prussia. And